everyone, my name is T and you're watching Let's Take a Look. Before we start this video, I want to say thank you for your likes and subscriptions and keep sharing. Now, let's get straight to it. Today we're going to be discussing one-step equations. In our last algebra video, we talked about the rules of algebra, what to do and what not to do. And today we're going to talk about how to solve those equations. One-step equations are algebra equations that are really simple. So let's get to it. But before we start, I want to tell you guys the key understanding of one-step equations. You have to rearrange the equation so that the unknown value is isolated, so it's alone. That way it's easier for you to solve the equation. Now, an equation is like a balance scale. Whatever is on this side should be equal to what is on this side, so that you can so that we know that the answer is correct. If we add something on this side, our balance scale will end up unequal. It won't be equal anymore. That means that whatever we add to this side of our equation, we have to do the same to the other so that our balance scale is equal. We know that whatever is on this side of the equal sign is the same on what is on this side. Now, I'm just going to put this to the side. Now, let's move on to our examples. In our first example, if we have x plus 7 equals to 15, what do? Our plus 7 is connected to the x by addition. To rearrange this, we have to undo this operation. How do we undo addition? We subtract. Subtraction is the opposite of addition, meaning we have to subtract. But what do we subtract? We subtract this exact number from itself, meaning plus 7 minus 7 gives us 0. So it will be like x plus 0 equals 15. And we don't need to do the addition of 0. What we say when we're doing this is the 7 cuts the other 7 out. So this minus 7 cuts this plus 7 out. Now, remember our balance scale? We subtracted something from this side, but that will leave our other side unbalanced. Whatever we do to this side, we have to do to this side. So meaning we subtract 7 from this side of our equal sign as well. 15 minus 7 gives us 8. So we have 8 over here. We know that this operation gives us 0. That means x is isolated, and we know our answer here is x equals to 8. Now to double check that, let's substitute 8 into where we had x. 8 plus 7 equals 15. 8 plus 7 is 15, so we know that our answer is correct. Now, let's try one more. If we have 40 equals to 25 plus x, what do we do now? X is on our right side. Does that change anything? No, it doesn't. X can be on the left side or the right side, and it doesn't change anything. But we do have one problem here. X is the one being added. What do? Instead of subtracting x and making this one 40 subtract x and keep doing that again and again, we can remember something, our commutative property. That means that 25 plus x is the same thing as x plus 25. So we can already rewrite this as x plus 25 instead. And from here, we know how to do it. We subtract 25 from this side and subtract 25 from this side. This 25 cuts this one out, so we're left with 0. And for 40 subtract 25, we know that our answer is 15. So here, 15 equals to x. Let's do one more example, but this time we're going to use subtraction. Now, before we move on to the next equation, let's double check this one. We know that 15 is x. So let's rewrite this equation with 15 instead of x. 40 equals to 15 plus 25. What is 15 plus 25? We know that 15 plus 25 is 40. So meaning our answer is correct. Now, with our next equation, I'm going to do subtraction instead of addition. X minus 5 equals to 16. In our last examples, we subtracted from addition to undo the operation. This time we have subtraction as the operation. So what do we do here? We add instead of subtracting. If we add 5 to our subtract 5, we know that our answer will automatically become 0. And from our balance scale, we know that whatever we do to this side, we do to this side. So we add 5 to our 16 as well. Here, we're left with only x, and 16 plus 5 is 21. So x equals to 21. Now, let's substitute our 21 instead of x to find out if we have the right answer. 21 minus 5 equals to 16. Here I've put my 21 instead of my x. 21 minus 5 is 16. So meaning we know that our answer here is correct. Remember, this unknown value by itself process works with fractions and decimals and any other type of number that you can use. So don't think of it as just addition and subtraction. Now, to review, to solve one-step equations, we do inverse or opposite of whatever operation is being performed on the variable. So we get the variable by itself. The most important thing to remember is that whatever you do to one side of the equation, you have to do the same thing to the other. Remember, that's the most important thing to remember. If we don't do this with our balance scale, we might get it unbalanced and our answer can be wrong. Now, thank you for watching and remember to like and subscribe.